Hi, I'm Reverend Nina, and this video is part of the ABCs of Creating Abundance with the Angels e-course. Yesterday, your exercise was to do a simple visualization and create something in your reality, something small, something that would not be attached to too many emotions or limiting belief systems. And that exercise was intended to get the juices flowing and to help you to understand the process of creation with the angels. And you did your 3 to 5 minute meditation. And some of you may have struggled to see your attempt to create something come to fruition. So the purpose of this video is to probe and ask a few questions as to why that might be. So there are a few things I'd like you to consider as part of this experience. Number one, did you notice any shift whatsoever in what it was that you were wanting to create? In the e-course, the examples that we cite is one is looking for a parking spot near the door. Did you get a parking spot that's closer than you usually do? Or perhaps your parking spot was next to a neighbor or a friend that you weren't expecting. Was there some little surprise, some little shift in terms of where you were able to park your car? If you went to the bookstore looking for a book that you want and that you perhaps need, did you find something that maybe didn't feel quite right, but somehow in the back of your mind you know that this is a book that you might need? Or maybe you found a book title that somehow struck your eye when you turned and looked at one of the bookshelves. Was there some kind of shift in that respect? Because when you're creating with the angels, sometimes the signs can be subtle. Sometimes the process can take a little bit of time. And it's with patience, with faith, that you will really start to notice things move. So first thing I want you to consider is what did shift in terms of what you were working to create. The second thing that I would like you to think about is, did you, as you were doing your meditation yesterday, hold the belief that this was going to come true? That as you were visualizing that perfect parking spot, were you seeing it in your mind, were you feeling it in your heart, like there's just no other option, this is going to happen? And if not, that's okay. That's something that you can tap on. You can tap on, even though I have a hard time believing that I can create anything, even the simple things, I love, forgive, and accept myself unconditionally. It's just information, really. When you have an experience that's a learning, it's about practice. So try some tapping if that's something that you had a hard time actually believing during your meditation. It's okay to have a few doubts afterwards if for the most part you're holding the belief that something can happen. But if during the meditation you keep feeling doubt, that's an invitation for you really to do some more tapping. So the third thing that I would like you to consider is, were you trying too hard? Because sometimes when I work with people, I notice that they're like, oh, I need that parking space, I need that parking space. And as they pull into the store or their work or wherever it is that they're going, they're so anxious, you know, and even on the way there, they're holding the wheel and they're like, oh, I'm going to get my parking space, I'm going to get my parking space. And there's so much energy that is working around the doubt, around the whole stress of the situation, that actually ends up working against the whole creation process. Because realize that it's not just during that 3 to 5 minute visualization that you're communicating your request to the universe and to the angels. It's also with all of your actions and your emotions and your beliefs from that time until you actually create what it is that you want. So it is important to pay attention to your actions, your emotions, and your behaviors between that meditation and on your way to whatever it is that you're working to create. And again, if you feel like you can't let go of that anticipation, that sense of, oh, am I going to get it, am I going to get it, am I going to get it, then do some tapping. And that's okay. You can make up your own. Of course, I have daily EFT setups for you and some suggested on the special web page that you have the link to. But you can also, and I really strongly encourage you, to make up your own EFT setups. Even though the whole way I was on my way to the store, I kept thinking about whether or not I was going to get the parking space, and because I was so nervous I didn't get it, I love, forgive, and accept myself unconditionally. So I invite you to be creative with your EFT setups and know that whatever words, whatever feelings feel right to you, that's right. It's a matter of what's right in your heart. It's a matter of what feels right to you. So trust that. So what I would like you to do today is to try the process again. Choose the same thing because it's going to be easier for you to watch for the signals if you choose the same thing that you want to create. So again, if it's a parking space, choose a parking space and try it again. You know, really work hard in that visualization to hold the belief that it's going to come true. Know in your heart that you can create it. And if you have trouble and you're 30 seconds into that meditation, stop. Do a little EFT and go back to it. So I invite you to try again and have fun. I promise you, you will get it. It's just a matter of practice. Blessings to you.